What's good, MooMoo crew? Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, thanks for stopping by. If you aren't subscribed but constantly click on my videos, I guess thanks for telling YouTube I'm that interesting. I don't know. If your game is running like a PowerPoint, it's probably because you're following bad modding advice. I'm going to break down the top myths the Sims community refuses to let die and why your game is suffering because of it. And if this video makes you uncomfortable, good. That's how you grow. Myth 1. You should never merge script mods. What they say, script mods should stay unmerged or your game will break. My counter, I've been merging scripts for years. No crashes, no lag, just better load times and faster processing. Real answer, it's bad coding, not merging, that breaks things. The only time I have had an issue with a merged script is if the mod was poorly coded and I did not extensively playtest that before merging them. Once I remove that mod and remerge my scripts that I have extensively playtested, my game is perfectly fine. They say not to do it, but they can't explain why. I say do it, and I can show you how, like in this video. Myth number 2. Merging mods doesn't improve performance. I didn't notice any performance increase at all from merging my mods. So some of you, or maybe a lot of you, need to know what merging actually does to your game. Number 1, it reduces file I/O, input output. Every time your game loads, it has to read each individual package file, and that's called file I/O. The more files you have, the more time it takes your computer to open, scan, and close each one. By merging, you're reducing the number of total files, which means the game has fewer individual read operations to perform, and this can significantly reduce loading times. Think of it like opening 500 envelopes unmerged versus opening 10 thick folders merged, which takes less time. Number 2, faster loading resolution. The Sims 3 engine also has to resolve conflicts and load order between files. The more separate files, the more decisions it has to make about which files override which. Merging reduces that complexity, especially with creative sim parts, objects, and tuning files. So your game spends less time figuring things out and more time just running. 3. Performance boost, which equals in efficiency and loading. Merging does not magically make your graphics better or your Sims smarter. It makes your loading process more efficient. This efficiency can lead to shorter loading screens, especially when opening Create a Sim or Build By, less stuttering when new assets are being pulled, smoother gameplay, and save files that use a lot of CC. The heavier your mods and packages folder is, the more of a difference merging makes. I'm going to show you the difference in performance when I merge my mods and when I keep them unmerged. Your game is running at 5 FPS and you're telling me merging doesn't help? Myth number 3. But what if I regret merging? What they say. If I don't like the merged mods, I have to re-download them all. My answer? Or, and hear me out, you could back up your mods folder like literally every sane modder on earth. Myth number 4. You only need NROS mods to fix your game. But how many of you are ignoring iTunes mods that can rework how Sims AI path to objects entirely, XML tweaks that can speed up how fast Sims can actually think, scripts that add brand new gaming mechanics or fix broken features and expansion packs? Just using NROS without knowing how to tune settings doesn't do anything on its own. Using only NROS mods is like putting on deodorant and skipping the shower. It's not doing enough. Myth number 5. You can only install 200 files at a time in CC Magic. What they say, if you try to add more than 200 packages at once, CC Magic will break or crash your game. My response, where did y'all get that number from? A fortune cookie? I'm going to import over 1,000 files right now. Watch this. Final answer, this limit doesn't exist. Stop letting community superstition keep your game in 2014. Myth number 6. Delete your caches every time you play. What they say, just delete your caches every time before launching your game. It makes it run better. My response, I hate this one because it got me too. I tried it a couple years back and I kept wondering why my save was constantly crashing and then deleting my caches even more, thinking I was fixing the issue when that is what caused the issue. Deleting your caches every single time can actually break your save and slow your game down. What actually happens? When you delete caches, the game has to rebuild all that data from scratch. Thumbnail indexes, sim info, outfit records, etc. This causes longer load times and lag spikes during gameplay as it repopulates all that data live. So when to actually delete your caches? After adding or removing mods in CC, after long periods in the same save, like by week 8 or more, but only if you're experiencing unexplainable lag, crashes, or weird behavior that isn't caused by new mods. Final answer, your cache files are like a memory bank. Stop giving your Sims amnesia every time they wake up. Myth number 7. High-end PCs can run The Sims 3 at max settings with 200 gigabytes of CC. This one really hurts Simmers' pockets because you think throwing thousands of dollars at a brand new gaming level PC is what's going to fix all of your lag issues. It's how we got to the girl spends $8,000 on new PC just to play The Sims meme. You want the truth? You were always going to have to lower most of your settings for The Sims 3. The rendering is just so old and adds too much of a performance hit when more than half the settings on medium look basically the same as if they were on high. You can keep texture and sim detail on high, but everything else can definitely be turned down. It's barely any noticeable visual loss. The second myth I have got to bust for y'all in this is, well, if you don't have 200 gigabytes of space to spare for CC, you're not going to have a fun time. I only recommend getting an external hard drive specifically for my CC lovers out there. Seriously, I have not looked back since getting my external hard drive. I have never played The Sims 3 without one ever since. But 200 gigabytes is way more than overkill, which is why I also tell people to sort through their folders. You likely have a lot of duplicates and meshes that look exactly the same that you'll never use. Follow this Sims 3 model. Only install it if it adds something new. Myth number 8. Reshade G-Shade causes lag and isn't worth it. So here's the real answer. It depends on the effects you are using. Yes, there are a lot of presets out there that are using effects that are way too heavy for The Sims 3. A lot of presets for The Sims 4 even are also way too heavy. However, as many of you keep asking about in my videos, I use a lot of my own presets presets that don't have a huge performance hit or a barely noticeable performance hit in the game. So my answer, mess around with the effects. Get familiar with what you have installed and look for effects that don't tank your performance when you activate it. When installing a new preset that is heavy, go down the list of active effects one by one and try to find alternative, lighter effects that give you the same look. Use the band instead of some kind of AA effect. Use MXAO and a tweaked shadows effect instead of two MXAOs on top of each other. Give your depth of field a hotkey and only use it for screenshots or cinematic play. Bonus tips. So now I want to talk to you about real optimization. Compress your CC before you merge them. Take out any special characters and numbers. The Sims 3 can only read underscores anyway. Clean out your CC and mods folder. Get real with yourself. If you don't use it, get rid of it. Look for low to medium poly CC. The less poly counts it has, the more you can use it on a lot without crashing. Merge your mods. Yes, all of them. Make sure the world you are using isn't poorly optimized. A lot of people forget that literally nothing could be wrong with your actual mods folder. Sometimes it really is the custom world you are using. Find something that plays well on your system. Do not delete your caches. Actually, don't even think about those caches until you genuinely feel your save getting slower and you haven't added or removed anything. Save as. Always. Number them. Pause the game after Overwatch cleans the world. Go into map mode. Save as. And only save your game 4 times a play session. Eventually, all that consumption of RAM catches up to you. You need to actually exit the game and give your PC some time to breathe. You have probably noticed the game getting slower after playing for 2 hours, right? Clean your most recent save, but tick off the cache deletion feature. Then you can delete the other saves or back them up on your hard drive. It's up to you. In conclusion, I want to thank you all for joining me today. If you found this video helpful, like the video and comment down below any worst Sim 3 myths you've ever heard. Did I miss anything? Let's debunk them in the comments below.